Hey guys, and welcome to Relationship Chronicles. Today we have a cheating revenge story from one of my subscribers that I will walk you through with, and afterwards I'll give my opinion and advice to this subscriber on how to deal with this situation. Here we go. Update served her at the hotel they were sleeping in. Okay, I'm back again. I'm trying for the second time because I've been getting email after email asking me for an update. Thanks for your concern, guys. I understand your curiosity, and I'd like to clear up a few things. Firstly, my wife and I are in a sort of good place right now. It is not because we are reconciling. No, I'm still divorcing her. The last update I posted up, which was taken down by the auto mod, explained in great detail our situation. The short version is, my wife is still begging for another chance and is doing whatever it takes to get it. I will not give it to her because her affair was way too long for me to get over. If it had been a one-night stand, that would be a different story. But no, 2 years is just a slap in the face. I have gone to a few therapy sessions with her because I'm not a monster and still love her. One session was very good and made me understand that my wife is actually remorseful. She has not been perfect with how she handled the fallout of her affair, but she has been trying pretty damn hard. Second session was a mess of her upset at me for continuously contacting the boss's wife and her being afraid of a revenge affair. It was the angriest I ever was through this whole mess. And we did argue a great deal later because I refused to do what she wanted, which is no contact with the boss's wife. That was resolved when I promised her that there will be no revenge affair. I know I don't owe her anything, but she's still my wife until our divorce, and I still want to hold true to my commitments. I have been going to a few more sessions with her just to see her progress. Yes, this therapist is an individual and marriage therapist. No, I'm not going to the session because deep down I want to save our marriage. I want to see my wife's progress myself, participate if I have to. After the divorce, I will step away gracefully. The boss's wife is still leaving her husband. Her husband is still fighting her on the divorce. She is as adamant as I am. And I will admit we do confide in each other when we have low days. I still do not see any affair happening. We are just on friendly terms with each other. That's all. She is a strong and independent woman who takes no bullshit from anyone. My kids are fine. They know just because we're divorcing doesn't mean we love them any less. They don't want a divorce, but understand why it's necessary for us in an age-appropriate manner. My wife doesn't work at the advertisement company anymore. She works elsewhere. She resigned shortly after I served her. She has been strictly no contact with her former boss. According to her, she reached out on forums to get help on saving the marriage and used that advice. I've been reading a lot here, and at first I didn't understand why people stayed with adulterers. But after seeing my wife worked her butt off to be a better person, I can see the temptation. She's not a monster. She's just flawed and made horrible choices, which she's learning to be better for. She has offered me everything under the sun to be given another chance. I'm not so sure I have it in me. The closer divorce comes to being final, the more at peace I feel. We recently had a long discussion of her asking to have a chance after divorce. She has offered a postnup. I was not completely opposed to it, actually. But it would be a very, very long road for her to travel for me to even consider it a possibility. She seems quite willing, but I don't see how that would benefit any of us. To be honest, a huge part of me wants this divorce out of a fleeting sense of justice. It's the only justice I can get without lowering myself to an adulterer. My mom and I made up after I revealed more about my wife's affair. Although now she's absolutely furious with my wife after learning the details. I don't know how to navigate that one. Stay strong. She has been a ramp-up, either the lovey-dovey or batshit crazy behavior. Just remember all the money she wasted cheating, all the time she stole from your family, and all the affection she withheld from you that destroyed your self-esteem. You can never get that back. Before we continue, please like and subscribe if you enjoy the video. Not once in 2 years did she think to put her kids where he first. The only reason she's making progress is that she got caught. I can't wait until you're free of that toxic waste of a human being. P.S. Nobody makes horrible choices like that for 2 years. That's called a commitment, being completely mercenary. Keep giving her hope that you may get back together after the divorce. It will make the divorce negotiations go easier. That way, you're not locked into paying large amounts of money to lawyers or in child support alimony. Remember, a court order is a compulsory payment. You can always pay more as a gift if the kids need something. A 2-year affair takes a lot of planning and scheming. I don't know how people can do this type of thing unless the marriage was completely dead, which doesn't sound like it was in your situation. You can get half of the money she wasted on the affair back. It's called dissipation of marital funds or dissipation of assets. My BFF got about 5-6K back that her ex spent on dinners, trips, etc. And it was a short 5 to 7 month affair. She crossed-referenced texts he sent her with credit card statements and bank statements. Then she made a killer spreadsheet with excerpts of the text messages versus what he was really doing. She made him a payment plan, and he paid it all off. You can maybe deduct this. From her share of the savings are 401k. It's a little leverage. That being said, think about moving half of your funds into a bank account she can't access and watch your credit cards. You're both responsible for debt accrued up to separation for freaky spending. I would speak with an attorney and a financial accountant. There will be a lot of acting out. She will turn on the minefield CK channels of anger, charm, and self-pity to manipulate you, and you should have your divorce ducks in a row ASAP. Get ready for her to try to get extra custody. Most states have 50-50, now to get extra child support, and whined to Facebook friends and relatives about being a single mom, and complain about how you're abandoning the family and why won't you get back together for the children. Well, she'll be strangely mute about the 2-year affair, and you need to have a simple sentence in place for your own image management. Beth handle 1-2 velvet hammer punch to end any questionable narratives on her part. P.S. I don't know your wife's name. I just picked one out of the air. A lot of people recommend chumplady.com. I do her book and blow safe my BFF's life. Her ex was particularly egregious in his affair and just wouldn't end it and blamed his wife for the affair until she tossed him out. Then he cried that he should be allowed back for the children. No. Next. Good luck and stay strong. There are a lot of people out there who don't cheat my BFFs. I never will. And Senator, adopt, good luck. I completely agree. In my opinion, cheating is the worst thing you could do to someone you're supposed to love most in the world. And infidelity that lasts for 2 years is absolutely unforgivable. She's still showing how selfish she is by behaving this way. If she really respected you and cared about what it is you need right now, she wouldn't be fighting the divorce. I understand letting you know it's not what she wants and she wants to save the marriage. But I feel she's only fighting it because it's not what she wants. She needs to realize that she is the one that fucked up, and she needs to give you what you want this time. A divorce and stop fighting to get what she wants. A reconciliation. Notice how bad she's pushing for no contact with the APS Saint Beck's wife. She's projecting and can't even fathom someone being friends with the opposite sex to that. They will eventually have an affair because everyone is horrible, like her, and 3, cut off his only positive support through all this, in an attempt to isolate. Once he's divorced, he should buy that lady dinner for helping him find out the truth behind the gaslighting. His STB ex can even take responsibility for her actions and is trying to shift blame to that other guy's poor wife. Who does that? You know what it sounds like? It's your fault. I hate to stop talking to her so I can stop hitting the delusion of this woman. Honestly, I think it's because that woman is a constant reminder of her affair and the guilty that the no contact is not for us. It's for her, that selfish MF. Let's move on to my thoughts and advice for the person that is dealing with this problem. In this complex and emotionally charged situation, it's evident that the 2-year affair has deeply wounded trust. The narrator is navigating a difficult divorce, grappling with conflicting emotions about his wife's remorse and efforts to reconcile. The dynamics with the boss's wife add another layer of complexity. While the narrator acknowledges the possibility of his wife's transformation, the prevailing sentiment seems to lean towards pursuing the divorce for a sense of justice. The advice received varies, emphasizing legal precautions and emotional resilience. Overall, the narrative captures the struggle for closure amid a web of emotions, betrayals, and attempts at reconciliation. I wish you the best of luck moving forward. Thank you all for taking the time to listen to today's stories. If you enjoyed listening, please feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, comment below with your thoughts on what happened. Take care.